Hi everyone! I have an awesome video for everyone today, especially for any arcade enthusiasts out there. We will be unboxing and reviewing the Qanba Sapphire Leverless Controller. Big thank you to Qanba for sending this out to me to try it out and test it out. Thank you so much. I am super excited. It is still sealed, it's still closed up, but we'll be opening this up today and we're going to be seeing how the buttons feel like. We're going to see the quality of the controller. And when I picked up this box, I was like, ooh, it's kind of hefty, kind of sturdy, but we're going to see how the controller really is like when we do take it out of the box and test it out for ourselves. We're going to check out the software side of things when it comes to button remapping layouts, and whether you're a pro or even a casual player, I'm sure you're going to find something that suits your needs and your gameplay style. And also, we'll dive a bit more in depth on the other features that the controller has. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this box open and let's check it out. All right, well, I'm ready to unbox it, and I have this main camera here. I also have a smaller camera here so you can see exactly what I'm opening up, and I'm going to put some of the pieces here if there's any pieces, and I got my scissors, and let's do this. Okay. Okay, I'll probably make a deeper cut this way. It's probably easier. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'm cutting up the Qanba branded tape right across here and the sides. There we go. Okay. Ah, perfect. There we go. Ooh, it's really snugly fit in this. Ooh. Okay, still very heavy. It's not just the box, but this box itself is pretty heavy and sturdy. So this is what was inside the box. Let me just open up the top and the bottom over here. Ooh, okay. All right, here we go. Ooh. All right, perfect. Okay, it looks like it came with a manual. So this, again, the Qanba Sapphire Arcade Controller. So yes, we have the manual, and the main point is the controller. So we're going to take this one out. All right, there it is. So it's wrapped up in plastic. I'm going to take it out of the plastic right now. And it looks like we have the USB-C cable here, the shoulder strap. We also have a memory foam wrist rest here. Yeah, we're going to definitely check these out. So let's go ahead and open up the controller right now. It's pretty sturdy. It's like, you can pick it up. It's pretty portable, but also it has some weight to it, which is really good. And oh, there we go. All right, I'm going to open it up here. Oh, that's beautiful. It's really nice, and if I can just feel the buttons a little bit, it feels pretty good. It feels really reactive too. I don't know if you can hear it or anything, but let me tap it closer to the mic so you can hear the buttons. But it's pretty reactive. I'm not putting too much pressure on it, but it's definitely feels good. And later, when we plug it in and test out different combos and trying out the buttons and button configurations, we're going to go see all the different features of it. And also there is adjustable throw distance for the buttons as well too. So we're going to go ahead and try that and see that too. But for right now, I just want to show off how the controller looks, which it looks really beautiful too. Kind of seeing it for my first time, and so far it's feeling really good too. I also really love that the bottom is like a rubber non-slip surface. I personally play on the table. I know for a lot of players, they play on their laps, but I personally love the table, and I really love the fact that it has a non-slip surface to it. It's like a rubber non-slip surface. I really love that. So this is really, really great. I'm really excited to try this out on my table. So moving on from the back side of the controller, I just want to focus a little bit more on the front side of it. As you can see, there are the 18 customizable buttons in the front, and we'll use the software to map it out to and make it configure to my liking, and I'll show you how easy it is to do that. I'm really excited to do that and play some more games on it too. I also want to point out that this controller is also officially licensed by Sony PlayStation, meaning that it is compatible with PlayStation 5, also PlayStation 4, and of course PC too. And I really like that because a lot of times when there's, beta fighting games and demos and stuff, it's usually console exclusive. So meaning that I might just be stuck playing on my pad, or I have controllers that don't even work on the consoles. But using this controller, since it's compatible with using it on console, you shouldn't have any problems playing, even in the closed betas for those fighting games. So that's really awesome. And I'm glad that, that's a perk of using this controller too. Oh, I also want to mention too, there is a touchpad too. For those that do play on console, there is a touchpad that is really easy to use to navigate as you're playing on the console too. So I really like that Qanba included that over here too. So very easy to use and to navigate, and it feels really good too. And speaking of which, with the controller, it also comes with a it has a memory foam for your wrist. So it's a wrist rest. I'm going to try to take it out right here so you can see. It matches with the controller, and it's a really good length of it. It's along the length of here, and it goes down here, but actually in this panel here, you can pop it off. It's magnetic. There we go. And you can see it's like a cover of it, and underneath, which is really cool, you have all the different tools, and this thing here also will help you adjust like the throw distance on the buttons too, which I'll show and demonstrate later. You got the tools, you have different buttons and switches that you can, switch out, and it's all like within the controller, which is kind of nice. I like that idea because it's like all within the controller. And then this memory foam will just attach right here, and it snaps pretty easily in place, which is nice. Like I can turn my controller upside down. It's not going to fall off or anything. Maybe I could drop it, but I don't want to drop it. But it's pretty sturdy. It's like pretty stuck in there, which is really nice. So it has that durability to it, which, it's really nice. I want to see how it feels. Let's see how it feels like on my lap to start. And, some people play with like their wrist raised up, but you can also rest it down here, which, it feels nice. I'm more of like a table player, so let me try it on the table and rest it on here. And let me see how this feels too. Yeah, it feels nice. Like whether I'm like hovering over it or like even using it to like rest it, it feels pretty nice. It's very like comfy. And a lot of the other controllers are pretty like hard, or like, it kind of cuts off here, and you feel on the wrist. And when you're playing like long sessions, I play a lot of like long sets on stream, and sometimes like I'm feeling even over here too, not even my fingers, but it's like, it feels pretty good. Like I like that too. So, you can choose to keep it on or off. It's, it's up to you really. And it still like folds in really nice with the cover here. And I also want to show too that they also include a shoulder strap too. So if you want to take your controller on the go, you can attach it at the corners at the top up here, so you can see that. And I'm really glad that they include it because you don't have to go out and buy like a generic strap or anything like that. And let me see what it looks like. I haven't even seen what it looks like yet. Let's see here. So, it's wrapped in plastic already. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Oh, okay. So here's the strap. I am unwrapping it right now, but it has even the Qanba on it too. That's so cool. And it has like the belt too, so you can like adjust it to your length. So you can bring on the go, especially for tournament players. You don't have to like hold in your hands. You can, wear it around your body. So it's pretty easy to attach. I really like that, all your tools are in the controller. Like it's all in like the compartments, and it's all good to go. Finally got it in. It took me a little bit. Sorry for that. But it's in here, left and right, on the corners of the controllers, which pretty good. And honestly, I'm really happy that this strap was included in the controller, because a lot of the times for other accessories, you have to buy them separately and spend more money. But in this case, it's all with the controller. So that's pretty nice that it came with it. And yeah, I'm going to see how it feels and try to walk around with it a little bit and see what it's like too. it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Like, and I'm a pretty tall girl. I'm 5'8", and it's pretty nice. It doesn't feel too cumbersome. It's, you know, it does have weight to it, but it's still pretty like lightweight and easy to move around with it. I really like that everything comes in it too, so you have your tools still in case you want to switch out or, you know, make any adjustments with your controller. But yeah, I like it. It's really, you know, it feels really nice too. And I think the last thing I want to really show off is it also comes with a USB-C cable over here. Let's open it up and see. Ooh, here you go. So it is USB, and then the USB-C cable on the end too. It has like this braided texture to it, coating to it, so it feels really durable, and I like that a lot. And on the controller itself, if I can show you, on the back, kind of on like the top back over here, so there's a lock, and you can unlock it, and it opens up this, exposing the port in the inside. And let's go ahead and try to connect it using the USB-C. There we go. Ooh, okay, that's a really snug connection. I like that. And what's cool about this, so you can put the lock back in and you can like lock it back into place. So feels really nice. I like that it's really snug and secure. The connection's pretty tight there too, and yeah, and you know the cord itself is very durable too, so I really like that. And once you're done playing, you can take this out, detach it too, and it's very portable. Just all this kind of like in one little package here, which is really nice. And I'm excited to try to plug this into my PC and to test out the other features that the controller has too. And we'll see all the LEDs. We're going to try to customize our button layouts and like a whole lot more stuff. So I'm excited for that. All right, everybody. So I plugged in the controller. We're all set to go. As you can see, the LED display is currently on too. So if I can give you a closer look over here, you can see that the active buttons are in like a little glowing blue color. Pretty pretty. Very pretty. And once you do press the buttons, I really like that it changes to a different color. So that way, you know, when you land combos or if you're kind of like unsure if you hit the buttons or not, it gives you that immediate feedback that, oh, yes, I hit the button, or oh, like I barely hit the button. But I think that's really cool and also helps players like understand like, hey, you know, are my combos hitting or not? I like that feature. And another cool thing about the LED, if you take a look on the sides here, so once I do turn it off from the buttons, on the sides, on both sides, you can see that it glows. And if you press the glow button over here, you can change it to different colors and have different, you know, little flare, different feels and stuff too. For this one, it reacts with the button pressing. So as you play, it kind of like matches your gameplay and your wins and everything too. So I really enjoy that a lot too. And you know, it's really pretty. Like I appreciate that, you know, people can have their own little touch, their own little flair when it comes to, you know, personalizing it and designing it too. And I think that's really neat. It's really cool. And another cool thing that I want to go into, the next thing that I want to show everybody, is how to map out your buttons and how to customize your buttons too. The cool thing about the Qanba is that you can actually really customize like a lot of the different buttons, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's pretty simple. I know it can be kind of daunting because there's a lot of buttons and you know, everybody has different play styles, but with the Qanba you can program it to whatever you like, and I'm going to show you exactly how I like to play it too. So if I can just pull up some of the Street Fighter gameplay that I have. Okay, and as you can see here, if I can just show the lights on the buttons. So this is kind of like the default, you know, just kind of the movement buttons. I got my jump over here too. And for the regular layout, for the L3, it's a throw. And on the R3, it's a parry. But for my playstyle, I like to actually have them the other way around. I want to have my parry button over here, and then my throw will be on my right thumb. So how to basically remap it for myself to what I like. If you go to the top of the controller, over here, if you hold down the settings button for 3 seconds, you should be able to see there is the up arrow blinking over here. And if you see on the controller itself, it's also blinking here too. So it corresponds to what you're mapping. So you're kind of in the mapping mode right now. So just kind of follow along with what it's also displaying. I really love that little display there. And let me go ahead and hold that down again to be in that mode. So there we go. We're in that mode. So just follow along to whatever, if you're okay with these buttons. You can also press this button if you're already okay with it too, like as you see them come through on the LED display there. And I'm going to stop right before switching back and forth between my parry button and my throw button. So right now it's flashing on R3. I want it to be over here on this side. So that way my parry will be on L3. And then you can see here, now it's flashing for L3. For my throw button, I'm going to put it on R3. And oh, the last button is control, so I'm just going to put it over here. That's fine. And once you have your whole layout, you can confirm it by holding down the settings button for 3 seconds again. And it should disappear. And now, when you look at the gameplay, more specifically, just want to show the different button map out. So a little bit different from what you saw before. So now the throw is on my, it would be my right thumb over here. And then my parry will be over here. So I can easily do all that too. So that's a really, really, really quick, really easy way to just remap just 2 of the buttons. And you know, something for me, that's how I like my buttons. You can test it out and try it for yourself. Another cool thing about the Qanba Sapphire controller is that you can have not just this profile. This is kind of like my, you know, button profile layout, but there are three different profiles, which is really cool. So you can switch from one to another and to another too. And you can see, like, depending on your profile, you have different, you know, the button layouts and settings too. So let me go back to the first one here. All right, very cool. So 3 different layouts, and you can see how useful that can be because, you know, if you do play Street Fighter, that's great. But if you play other fighting games, if you play Strive, if you play Tekken, sometimes you want to map your buttons in other ways, and that's okay too. And you know, this allows you the freedom to do all that. And you just do the same thing with the settings again too, and go through all that too. So you don't have to waste time, like, you know, switching back and forth between different layouts or remembering like, oh, what was my button? So that's really neat that it has that, and it really saves time, really makes it really efficient to just go from one profile to another. Another thing I want to mention is, what if you want to have like a whole completely different button layout with 2 jumps or 2 kicks? You can definitely have that too with the Qanba controller. And with the latest firmware that you can get, you can make that possible and make that happen. And I'm going to show you how to do it. And it's pretty simple. And so at the very top over here, if you hold down the PlayStation button and the settings button together for 3 seconds, you'll see again the blinking cursor over here. So we got the up button. So let me hold it down again. There you go. Okay, so it's blinking here, so it's ready to be mapped. Now, in this layout, we have the up over here, which is fine, but you can also map it on any of the other buttons that you want the up to be. So maybe you want to have it up here, so it feels like, you know, the WASD for those that are keyboard players. You can have it both here and here, and as you see, they're both blinking. That means they're both going to be active on both of those buttons for jump, for up. So once you're okay, happy with that too, you can move on to the next one. And so again, if down is okay too, you can have down over here too if you like. So down is flashing here, active over here. You can also press it here. So both of these can be down. And left is fine for me. All these, the rest of them, I feel like they're pretty all right for me. So I'm just going to continue with the same layout until I reach the end. And once you're happy with that, you can hold this down over here to confirm it for 3 seconds. Awesome. And when you see in the gameplay now, so we have 2 up buttons and we also have 2 down buttons. So as you can see, this one still jump, but now on this button, you're also jumping here too. So you can jump here. You can also use this button to jump here. And we had our down button over here. This one's also down too. So it's like cloning a button on the same like layout here, which is really cool. And you know, there's a lot of different possibilities that you can do to map it to your playstyle to fit your needs too. So I think that's really neat that you can do that. And it's very simple. And again, if you want to remap it, you can do the same thing here again too. If you want to reset it back to default, you can hold both the settings button and also the options button at the same time. And then it'll reset everything back into default if you want to go back. But, you know, tweak it to however you like. You know, try out different button layouts that you may think it's, you know, fits for you. You can always change it back again. So give it a try. It's really cool. I'm definitely going to map it to something that I like and will, you know, definitely be something for me. So I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. And we're going to move on to more of the technical side of things for the box. And if you remember, on this side of the controller, underneath we have different tools. And I just want to show you a little bit more of like the tools and show you how they work too. So if I can switch it over here so you can see what I see down here. So underneath the compartment, we got the different tools. We got different buttons. You can switch them out, and we have different tools. This thing here, you can use this to pop off the switches. It has the little flathead over there on that side. I'm not going to do that for right now, but I want to show more so how you can use this, and I'll try to show it and demonstrate it on top here, right over here. Okay, so this thing, it's basically like a suction cup, and you push it on the buttons and you can change the throw distance on the buttons. So I just want to show the different throw distances. So there's short, medium, and also long. So if you press the button, the suction cup on the button like this, and you turn it counterclockwise, so that's short. And you can see, I don't know, it's a very small little detail, but you can see that it's turned counterclockwise. And I'm going to leave that one on that left side for the short. I'm going to leave this one for medium. And then for this one, I'm going to turn it to clockwise for the long distance. And it's very simple. It's very, very easy. Like I'm not that strong, but you just twist it too. So, and I just want to see if you can hear the difference a little bit too. So you can see the height difference a little bit, and you can see like the distance of travel. So, you know, for the higher ones, you can have it, you can hear it, it's a little bit clickier. This one's the medium one, and this one's the short one too. So, and I think it's really cool that all the buttons are able to be switched up and to like change the distance in that way. And, you know, some buttons you might want a little bit more of like a clickier feedback, or other ones you want to be a little bit shorter. So you can customize, you can go through each of the buttons however you like and however you own. Personally for me, I already like the medium, so I'm just gonna like switch them back to medium and go with that one. And I just appreciate that you can customize it, you know, to your likings too. And I think that's really great. And all your tools are all in this little compartment here, so it's really nice. You can bring it along and switch it up whenever you like to. It's really simple. Like I like the simplicity of it, and you know, very straightforward on how to switch it up too. So I think that's a really great thing from the Qanba Sapphire controller. Everything's all in here, so I'm gonna just put it away, make sure I don't lose it. So I will show how to kind of pop up the buttons here too. If you unscrew this side, this one is like a flathead, and you can just go under here. You can just like pop off the buttons and change them out to different ones that are in your compartment here too. And it's really simple. So let me go ahead and try to pop them out right here. So you can pull it up. It's very simple, and you also have a switch in there too. I mean, honestly, I'm not very tech savvy. I'm not like the tech guru of things, but you know, it's super easy. I didn't use a lot of muscle strength to pop it off, so it's very, you know, just very simple, very easy to do. Like if I can do it, I feel like a lot of people can do too. And you can hear like the switch click too. You can hear that too, and it also glows too, so you can see the colors as it switches. It's very nice. It's very easy to do. It's very simple. If I can do it and use these simple tools, I feel like a lot of people and other players can easily mess around with it and make it to your liking too. So I think it's pretty great. I think, you know, I'm excited to kind of customize it for myself a little bit, kind of map out my controller, map out my buttons the way I like, and we're going to try some combos. And yeah, I'll do that a little bit. So give me a minute or two, and we'll get into like different combos and try them out and see how it goes. So let's go ahead and do that. Hi everyone. So I got my controller plugged in. We are set to go, and bear with me. I only tried the controller for like 5 minutes just to put the buttons in and to map it out the way I like it. And I just want to walk you through like my button layout and what I have for right now. So I got the regular, but it's really reactive, which I really like. And yeah, everything seems good in the order. I actually set up these buttons over here too with different buttons. So this one's back, so I can kind of use that instead of, you know, just going like this. But as you can see, they're both like clones, so that's a really cool thing, a really cool feature about this controller. And over here, I mapped these two buttons over here. So this is actually down, and I also have light punch here too for kind of a shortcut for a combo later on too. So you'll see these in action. And I have this for down too, so I don't know what I'll use with that yet, but we'll see. And I mentioned earlier when we were talking about button remapping, I actually prefer my parry over here. And the reason why, I just feel like it's so easy, much easier for me anyways, to perform my drive rush. I just feel like it's more simpler for me anyway, so up to you how you want to lay out your buttons and stuff, but I always find that like much easier for me when I play. And yeah, let's see some of her other moves and see how they feel. Ooh, these are really nice. Okay. Nice burning kick. Let's see a super one. Super jump. Nice. Okay. That's really cool. Let's see how that... Oh wow, that feels really good too. And bear with me, I'm still new to the controller, so I'm trying to figure out what works really. And let's see how some of those things. Oh, that's really nice too. That can be really tricky in other combos. I like that. And yeah, I mean, oh, and there's also... Ooh, that feels nice too. So I'm just trying to get the timing down, but I can really see that being really tricky to bait people when you're fighting them too. So I can really see this like working out, and you know, I just need a little bit more practice with it, but for the rough start, I feel like I can really adjust to this too, and I really like how the buttons feel. The buttons feel really, really good. And to be honest, I left them all on that medium level, but I might want to change my throw distance to like a higher one just so it's a little bit more clicky for me, but for right now I just kind of left them at medium, but again, you can always change that too. I really like this wrist thing too, that it just cushions my wrist as I'm playing, and you know, I really like that a lot and feels very comfortable for me. Alright, we're going to try some of her feint combos for Sea Viper. We're going to see how it goes, so let's give it a try. Alright, that wasn't too bad. So that was a really cool combo for Sea Viper. Pretty nice, and the controller feels really good. Like the buttons feel good when I was pressing them. And another thing I want to also try is her seismic cancels. Let me change the block to block all on the settings, so should be good. Okay. Okay, not bad either. That feels good. And again, the buttons feel pretty good for her seismic cancel. So that was really good. Let me change it to this one for my last one. I'm gonna give the corner combo a try here. And yeah, the controller makes it pretty easy, that's for sure. So I really like the leverless controller and, you know, the buttons too. For this one though, I remember these two buttons here. I did map this one to be down, and then I also mapped this one to be light punch. So I'll be using that in parts of like the combo and stuff too. So we'll give it a try too. So it helps me with my size modes. But yeah, let me see how the last combo will go. That is insane damage, the Viper, and I'm still learning her. But yeah, I mean, honestly, overall, the feel of the controller, the comfort of the controller, pretty good. I really like it, and I can really see this as my mainstay for practicing, for labbing, to play long sets with my friends, and yeah, the controller makes it really easy for a lot of the inputs and feels really reactive, and yeah, it's going to be my main for sure, and I can totally see that. So those were some of the Sea Viper combos that I wanted to show with the controller, and I gotta say, this controller feels really nice. I think this is going to be the main controller that I'm going to use for Street Fighter and practicing and labbing, and if you see me online, this is the one I'm going to be using. And one thing I forgot to mention though is that the front part of the controller, you can actually customize the front plate, and you know, there's like some screws at the back that you have to like unscrew to, but mainly today I just wanted to focus more on, you know, the different features of the controller and talk a little bit more about that. But once I do get my custom faceplate, I'll be sure to update everybody on that and what it looks like too. And I just want to say just thank you so much to Qanba for sending me out this controller to try it out, and it really feels good. It really feels great, and I recommend it for a lot of the players to just try it out. It feels good. If you're looking for a leverless controller out there in the market, this one's a really good one. So please check out Qanba Sapphire Controller. Give it a try, give it a shot, and let me know what you think of it. And again, thank you so much to Qanba for allowing me to play this and test this out too, and I'm really happy about it. So thank you so much for that.